So yesterday I accidentally had a cheesecake burger. So a little bit of what was going on yesterday and an update on my mom as well. And it will lead into the cheesecake burger story. Mom had an appointment with the cancer center here in Charleston, and that was to go over the PET scan results and also discuss the next round of treatments. Um, as we expected and knew, she has stage 4 metastatic melanoma. Um, it is in 3 parts of her spinal cord. It is in her skull. It's the left, and I might not say it right, calivarium of her skull. It's in her shoulder blade. We didn't know that. That was something new. It's in her left shoulder blade. It's in her lungs. What's in her lungs? It's in all lobes of the lungs, but they're small. There's a lot of them, but they're small. And then the liver. So what they're going to do is they're going to start her on immunotherapy. They're going to be starting it within the next few weeks. They're going to put in a port next week. We're really happy that the cancer center here in West Virginia will be working with the Cleveland Clinic. So she will have her immunotherapy treatments here. And then she will be seeing a physician at the Cleveland Clinic as well. So for the most part, we thought that everything went really good. We're excited that she's going to start her treatment, and hopefully be on the path to start feeling better. But anyway, so after we got done there and Mom had some blood work done and so forth, anyway, we went to Cracker Barrel. And, it had already been a long day. So, Mom, I think she had chicken and dumplings and stuff like that. And Dad had his fried chicken. And I decided I was just going to have a cheeseburger, just a regular cheeseburger. I asked her for mayonnaise. They brought the mayonnaise on the side. And I was like, okay, I hadn't had Cracker Barrel in years. But, I used to live in Canal City, and I liked the cheeseburgers back then because they have those bread and butter pickles on them. So, anyway, I noticed that when I, turned it over, the little container of mayonnaise over, that it just kind of went on my burger. And I was like, that's an odd consistency. I mean, it looked like mayonnaise, but it just, usually, I use a little spoon to, dollop a little bit on there, and it just went right on my sandwich. And I got some on my finger, and I licked it, and I was like, that's kind of sweet. And I was like, well, maybe it was like second contact or something, like somebody had touched something, then touched that, and that's what I was tasting. I didn't know. And so I took a bite of my burger, and I was like, this is a really sweet mayonnaise. I was like, so, I took another bite to kind of analyze a little bit better. That doesn't, it's so sweet. I was like, is it bad? Is it a bad mayonnaise? Does mayonnaise, when it turns bad, does it get really sweet? And, so, Mom, she was across from me, and I was like, Mom, I said, will you taste this? And, she tasted it, and she was like, that's not mayonnaise. and I was like, well, let me taste it again. So I tasted it again, and I was like, just trying to place, what is that? I was like, is it icing? Is that cake icing, or, what's going on here? And she's like, that's not mayonnaise. And she's like, tell the waitress. And I was like, no. After the day that we've had a long day and stuff like that, I did not want to cause a ruckus. I just wanted, it was starting to grow on me a little bit. I was like, well, the sweetness and then the taste of the meat. I wouldn't say that it was delicious, but, I could eat it. It was growing on me. I was like, I can finish this burger. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is Cracker Barrel heaven. But But, I was like, I'm going to work through this. And my mom is my mom. So when that waitress, she came back, my mom was like, hey. And she's like, will you taste this mayonnaise for us? And she's like, I don't think it's mayonnaise. And that woman, her eyes got big as saucers. And she's like, oh my gosh, that is cheesecake filling. And Mom was like, I just wanted to see her face when she tasted. So they went ahead and they made me a new burger and everything like that. I snapped a picture. I mean, maybe, some people said that it sounded really good and that they would try it. So I don't know. Here's the picture right there. Of course, like I said, it just kind of like when I turned the thing over, it just went bloop on my burger. But, I mean, I don't know. I meant, maybe this is going to be the next, best sandwich. I don't know, but I did it. I had my first cheesecake burger. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and thank you for listening.